Arendelle Carriers is the company that delivered my motorcycle. They reached out to me and said they could deliver the bike on the 12th rather than the 15th. Unfortunately, my driveway is very steep, and the equipment that the delivery drivers have, which is a liftgate and a pallet jack, would not suffice for the location I live at. So luckily, I have family members who have forklifts, and I was able to load the box onto the forklift and drive the forklift up my driveway to get it to the garage where I was assembling the bike.
All right, here we have it, the Hawk250 enduro bike, or dual sport bike, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and open up the box and see what we got on the inside. That was definitely the right way to open it. Now, it looks like we need to get a 10mm wrench on possibly an impact to take out the bolts that are holding the cage together.
So this is what the motorcycle looks like outside of the box. I am going to have to remove a few of these panels in order to remove the valve cover of the engine and do the valve lash that is necessary before starting the bike for the first time. Let's go ahead and do that.
So I'm going to be adjusting the valve lash on this bike before we try to start it for the first time. I'm going to do the valve lash of the exhaust at 0.05 millimeters. And I'm going to do the intake at 0.04 millimeters. We're going to try to fit the 0.05 millimeter feeler gauge between this gap right here. And it does not want to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and crack open this lock nut right here. And now I should be able to spin it with my fingers. Okay, pulling it back with my fingers. See if the feeler gauge will fit now. Okay, the feeler gauge fits now. There's little to no drag. So I'm going to adjust it. There I feel drag. You don't want too much drag. Right there feels good. So I'm going to go ahead and twist the lock nut. Then lock it down in place. I'm going to come back with the feeler gauge, double check. There's just the slightest bit of friction, so that should be good. Now we're finishing up the last few things on the bike, trying to get these turn signal lights out of the way of the exhaust. We have good oil in the crankcase now. We drained out the original stuff which came in it. We have a gallon of gasoline in it. I went with high octane, so it could potentially run slightly better, slightly less ethanol too. I mounted the handlebars temporarily so I could get to the electrical start. I put the fluid in the battery, and now the battery is mounted. I did the valve lash on the engine, and now we should be good to start it. All right, here we go with the first start. Have the keys in the ignition. Push in a little bit. Turn to the right. Neutral light is on. Turn signal for some reason is on. Let me see if I can. There we go. And here we go with the first start. Got a little bit there. Almost.
I didn't have anyone to help me record these videos while I assembled the bike, so here are some photos for you. I will be releasing an update video in a few days. Thanks for watching.